What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to talk about Batman. A lot has happened in the world of this Batman game over the last couple of days. I know I've gotten a lot of requests to talk about certain things, and there's a ton, honestly, of good news coming, and there's also, obviously, some disappointment from yesterday, so we're going to cover all of that in this video really, really quickly before I get started. My second channel, I know you guys have probably heard me promote it in the past, but it's getting very, very close to 1,000. Now, once it gets to 1,000, I'll probably tone down the amount of promotions I do for it. I'll still probably talk about it, but just not as much. So if you guys have not yet checked out that channel, please do. It'll be in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Subscribe there. It would mean a ton to me. As always, and I don't say this enough. I used to say it actually a ton. I've gotten away from it. I truly do appreciate every single one of you guys watching this video. I really, really do. All these videos. You guys mean so much to me. I'm so happy to have you guys as part of the Batman community. And really, if you guys watch all the other videos I make on this channel, I truly, truly appreciate it, okay? And again, in that way, we're all in this together. We are all in this together. I've said that numerous times, just like the High School Musical song, I believe, right? And we really are. And Batman has obviously had quite a run over the last couple days. So let's talk about this. The first thing to talk about is James Sigfield. Now, you guys know how I feel about him, okay? And I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I've given people benefit of the doubts before. I don't love how he has basically open-ended leaks, basically, where he says something can happen, but at the same time, he doesn't know for sure, or it can get pushed, or things like that. Again, like I said, I think I bet you he's a great guy. I have nothing against the guy. I have nothing against his leaks. All I've ever said about it is that I don't love that he doesn't really say, hey, you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then I'm going to take a hit on my credibility. But you know what? That's fine. But our good old friend James Sigfield tweeted out yesterday that DC is going to have basically a fan fest, okay, an online fan fest on August 22nd. That's a Saturday, and they're going to talk everything. They're going to show, I believe he said they're going to show clips. They're going to show a lot of different things on the movies, on comics, on everything DC, including Warner Bros. Gaming. So gaming that's in the DC universe, they would show. Now, a little negative in terms of Harry Potter. We can talk about that in future videos as well. But then he says in the tweet that doesn't necessarily mean it's the first time we're going to see Batman. Okay, so basically, I mean, maybe you should say, Alex, why in God's name did you not start the video off by saying this? So here's what I'll say. This is maybe the greatest news we've gotten, because although we can all be disappointed as much as we want based off yesterday, now again, I'm actually not that disappointed because I kept my expectations for the first time. I can be honest with you guys. For the first time in basically any of these events, I had no expectation that we were going to see it, and I feel pretty good right now. I'm recording this like an hour after the show. I don't feel like my soul has been stolen from me because it wasn't there. You know what I mean? So I feel good. That's why you have to keep. I understand people that say keep your expectations in check. They're right. They're probably more healthy than me and more healthy than a lot of us. But no, honestly, this is insanely good news, because what did this do? This provides an end at the end game, right? People quote Avengers a lot. This is literally what I say about the light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what, and I've said that, I tweeted this, no matter what happens, that is the day at the latest that we get Batman, okay? I think we'll see it before then. I've said that. My personal prediction is we will see it before the end of August. You know, of all the godforsaken days they could have picked, they picked the very end of August. Imagine if they don't show it until August 22nd, then they would pick the very end of August to show us this. That also maybe means it can't come out this year. Again, we talked about that, right? Late August, even if it comes out late November, that's only 3 months. That is not a lot of time to promote and market your game. So that may actually be a bad sign. However, again, he even said it. That doesn't mean it's the first time we're going to see it. It doesn't guarantee that we're going to see it before, but it's possible. Now, again, that goes into my long talks about how I feel about him. That's like, could you just, obviously you know things because you tell us that you know things, but if you could just please lay down your guess, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. We'll forgive you if you're wrong. Maybe you'll take a hit credibility-wise, but we'll forgive you. You know what I mean? So that's, again, generally what I don't like about him and how he talks about this stuff. But, again, this is insane news, and really that bypasses all the stuff. So people are going to say, hey, that picture, okay, the picture that we got of the image, and then also obviously like all the different like pixelated things going on there. We had the PS5, PS4 logo on it. That went around and people said, hey, is this real? A lot of people came out and said, no, this is fake. It looks very much like they took the image of the elevator at Warner Bros. Montreal, that logo, and they put it on here. You can kind of tell it's been manipulated in that way, right? Because certain like edges, like towards when it gets to the end of his wings, it kind of gets blurred out. Also because there is no edges, there's no finishing part in the original picture. You know what I mean? So there are definitely signs that picture was photoshopped, that is not real. And again, it's people capitalizing on this. So I'm not saying this like my ego is so big or like I'm better than you, because I'm absolutely not. But what I will say is, again, this is why we have to be careful. And I am fully responsible for things that I've done in the past, right? Getting myself excited, getting other people excited. I know that I've fallen in the trap. I know it's very hard to, but you gotta take it with a grain of salt. I think definitely a lot of people that have watched me from the beginning can probably vouch for me that I've changed in that regard, right? I feel a whole lot better, and I think I've done a whole lot better with really analyzing these leaks, these rumors, giving them credit when credit's due, but also being like, yeah, you know what? We have to really think about certain things, right? So there's definitely, again, I understand why people got really, really excited, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that you guys got disappointed, but, again, I guess people are going to come out and say what I don't want. Here's what I don't want. People that flood the comments and say, oh my God, the game was canceled. The game's not real. See, there's proof. Obviously, because it wasn't at the PS5 reveal event, because that picture wasn't real, the game's fake. Again, those people just don't belong here. They're not going to ever belong here unless they completely drop that. I want you guys to drop them. I really do. I think we got to drop them as a community. We got to be there and be willing to accept them back when they're willing to apologize and say, hey, I was wrong this whole time. Then we can take them back. But honestly, it's I don't like using the word toxic. I hate that word. But it is in that way, because I don't want to see people saying, oh, I mean, the game just started yesterday. Why? Because it wasn't at the PS5 reveal event that a lot of people were saying wasn't going to be there. Even myself, look at me, the king of what people will say, even other YouTubers, right? Hint, hint. Even what other people will say, like the king of hype and all that stuff. I get people so excited, so bent out of shape. Even I told you that I don't think it's going to be there, right? So who was saying that it was going to be there? You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, the most important thing, forget all that stuff. Forget it all. The biggest point is it's coming. It's coming. It's what I've said for months, that it is real. Don't worry, and that's also what I said in the actually last night. I made a video about games that we wanted to be there but wasn't there at the PS5 reveal event. And one of the things I said, and I'll say it here too, the biggest takeaway is those games, and Batman, by the way, was included in that list. The biggest takeaway is those games are real. They are coming. It's just they're not coming. They weren't announced today or yesterday, at the PS5 reveal event. They weren't announced. But that doesn't mean they're not real. That doesn't mean that everything we were told about them is fake. Remember what I said. Remember I said a few days ago, what you always see with these events is lots of speculation, lots of rumors, lots of leaks. Some of them come true immediately. Okay, and we got that. We got some things that people speculated, predicted, leaked, all that stuff. We got those. Then what? Well, there's going to be some of the things that were leaked and all that stuff that just never end up happening, okay? Because they were just made up on a whim, okay? You can't control that. But what's the third group? The third group is things that were leaked, speculated, rumored, that weren't at the event but come out right after or in that area right after. And you know what's included in that? Batman's included in that. Batman is going to get announced over the next couple months. Does it happen in June? Maybe. I think it's possible. In fact, with the IGN reveal, with all this stuff, a thing to note, I think to actually big time note here is this. With Warner Bros. Doing this, okay? Again, this doesn't include Harry Potter, which actually is annoying and kind of does throw a wrench in a lot of things. Do they now decide, let's give it to somebody else? I feel like you kind of do, because if you're going to have this fan fest, right, and you're going to like give more details, they'll probably all be, they'll have like different developer interviews and all that stuff. And again, they're going to talk about the movies, the Batman movie, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, all this stuff. So it's not just the video games, but video games are included. So if you're going to do that, that probably wouldn't be, maybe it's the first time you see something, but not everything. So some of the things would already have been shown. Now again, what does that mean for Harry Potter? Maybe you do that on its own as well. But what does it mean for Batman? Do you hand off Batman somewhere else? They announce it, okay? Maybe IGN announces it at one of its game reveals, whatever. Somebody, Jeff Keighley takes it. They say, okay, go ahead, Jeff, just do it. Just announce our game. You know what I mean? They do that. now it's in the public eye. We all know it exists. And then when they do that, they say, hey, stay tuned, tune in August 22nd, because that's when we're going to give you more. Remember when I always talk about that I want to see like 10 minutes of gameplay, I want to have them like comment over it, or I want to see like an actual like gameplay section? That's what I think we could get on August 22nd. Could we also get just the game announcement? I guess. I hope that's not the time that we get the game announcement, is what I'm basically saying to you guys. I'm trying to will it into existence. I hope that we already know about the game by then, and then on that day we get the gameplay. We get more stuff. We get more details about this game. We get cast interviews. Whatever we end up getting, we get more on it. So again, I get the disappointment, I get the frustration, but don't let it bring you down. Honestly, don't let it bring you down. Again, I know I'm a big into hype. I'm big into staying excited and getting you guys excited. You know what? Again, a lot of people have a big problem with that. I don't see a problem with it. I think that we're all, again, in this fight, and you can consider it a fight, right? Because Warner Bros. Montreal has done some stupid things. We're in this together. We are, I don't like being called an Arkham YouTuber, but we're definitely in this Arkham community. We're definitely in this Batman community. I don't just make Batman videos, but we've built this community, and we're all we want is a Batman. Even the people that say it's not real, I'm sure they want a Batman game. They just say it's not real. You know what I mean? So I don't want you guys to get too down. I don't want you guys to get too depressed about this. It is coming. Okay, don't let anybody tell you that the game is canceled. They canceled it yesterday. Like, those are just the stupidest comments that are going to be out. If people say it in the comments, you can tell them that that's just absolutely wrong. So I do think this game is coming. Again, that James Sigfield thing, say what you want about him, including myself, what I've said about him, but I do try. In fact, well, here's the deal. What he linked to is, I believe, the official thing. Like, it's confirmed Warner Bros. Is doing this thing on August 22nd. The leak, the rumor of James is that Batman's going to be, the video game is going to be there. And again, him saying he doesn't know if it's going to be the first time we get to see it. Okay? That is the unconfirmed stuff, right? So again, that's important to keep in mind. We'll have to see. But honestly, we're in for a wild ride. We have an end date. We pretty much have an end date now. So August 22nd, 2 months away. I know that's a long time. I know really all throughout May we were saying, hey, I really think it's June, right? June, it could very, very well be the time. And people were saying, man, I don't know if I can wait a month. And now we have to wait. We could be waiting another 2 months. And that's on top of all the months we've already waited for, right? But again, like I've said in all these past videos, we've waited years. I know I haven't been making videos for years on this game, but I did play the games. Again, I've played all the games on their launch day. I love these games, okay? I've been part of this community just as long as anybody. We've all been waiting years and years for this. What's 2 more months? Really, what is 2 more months? It's 2 more months we can speculate. It's 2 more months we can laugh at leaks. We can point out, hey, maybe this leak is true. It's 2 more months of doing that. Again, at the most. That doesn't mean that it's going to be in 2 months. It could very well be shorter, and I really do hope it's less time than that. And again, with all these IGN reveal dates that they're going to be doing, all these shows, maybe tomorrow. I mean, there's going to be games, Nolan North, Emily Rose, they're going to be announcing games tomorrow. So maybe that could happen. Games Radar show. That maybe it's there. That would be really weird, and I don't expect it there. But could it be? Absolutely. You know what I mean? So gloves are off. Gloves are off, and we're going to get this game very, very soon. So again, very positive. No reason to be negative. No reason to be down. Don't let anybody get you down. And in fact, I mean, control yourself. You guys have the right to think and act however you want. Honestly, that is true. So I really do appreciate you guys watching. Just like I said in the beginning of the video, I really do want to get that second channel to 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you guys haven't already, subscribe there. Check out that channel. I'll be covering Batman there as well when we get the announcement and stuff. I cover a lot of things on that channel just like here. So if you guys want to do that, please do. Same thing here. Subscribe, bell icon. You guys rock. You guys truly, truly rock. I love to death making these videos, and I'm going to, until the end of time, I'm going to make these videos. So I'm very, very proud to have done this with you guys for the past little while, and I cannot wait to see where this is going to take us. More Batman videos every couple days. If anything breaks, I'll obviously be covering it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.